Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Sunday, September 28th, 2025, and we're doing a general collective reading. Hopefully you've had a beautiful weekend. I did. I just want to say thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you for being here. Thanks for all your support and your love. You guys are wonderful. We're going to go right into this read. Just know that this is a timeless read, and you're free to switch the genders of the roles if you need to. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment. Only take what applies, okay? Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to talk about? Thank you. Devil energy, temptation, 15. Very toxic and karmic. Could be a... This is somebody that gets around. It's a love rot. See the heart? I never noticed that before. You see the keyhole, like, oh, you have the key to my heart, but everybody else has the key. They don't have a fucking heart. It's just drawn on. If you want me, you have to win my heart first. First, you have to do all kinds of things in bed with me. Yeah, this is a love rot. Very toxic and karmic. I don't know. Maybe they attach themselves sexually to other people, but I think there's more involved here that they do. Bound. They try to bind people to them. Okay, thank you. So they do people favors. They lend people money, not a lot, but they do lend money. They hit upon people that are down and out, having a hard time, and they reel you in that way. So you're their puppet, their minion, and they have a few on the string, on the go. Okay, thank you. Yeah, passion ignited. They use schmecks. What'd I tell you? Very, very lustful. They ignite passion within people to get their way somehow, some way. I don't know if they, what else they do. This is poor. Yeah, and because of this is poor, they make they convince people to make poor choices and decisions too. Could be using magic, Smek's magic, right? High priestess in reverse or high priest in reverse. Talking smack, lack of awareness, not using the intuition, bad counsel. Secrets are now coming out about this person. They can't cause obstacles or challenges for you any longer. Or this is a divorce or separation. So somebody's doing this with other people. You might be in a long-term committed relationship with them or married to them. Or you could have lost interest in this person and moved on, and they were trying to block you, cause deception, like stop you from moving forward or stop you from doing well in life. But they can't do that anymore. Yeah, this isn't love. It's lust. It's power plays. It's control. This is a soulless being, potentially. They just want to drain you of your energy, drain you of money, use your love against you. Yeah, financial and material changes. They drain you until you got nothing left, and then they move on. It could be relationship, divorce or separation. Or this is a criminal. There's a warlock, or take it whatever this is, corrupt. Losing hope. They make you feel ashamed of yourself. This is not your wish fulfillment. Losing hope. This is not wish fulfillment. They're in their south node. No faith. Prayers aren't being answered. Wishes aren't coming true. Want to keep you in your south node, I heard. I don't know what this is about. Somebody wants to keep you in your south node, or they want you to go back to a south node. I mean, we've all been in our south node. For those who are in the north node, they started in their south, obviously. They don't want you elevating in life or something like that. Or people that have elevated in life, they try to bring them down. It kind of sounds satanic, because that's what Satanists do. They bring down good people, family, wholesomeness. They want to ruin stuff. They get in between relationships. They sleep around. They really bring people down, get people addicted. It's just something they do. Not because they're mandated to do it by the devil. You know what I mean? You want to be... That's what they do. How do I know? Well, I've listened to a lot of people. Like, if you listen to Art Bell, he's no longer with us. He's passed on now, but he interviewed a couple of Satanists, and that's what they said. That is their whole objective in this life, is to bring down good people. To bring a lot of souls to the devil. You know what I'm saying? Prevent God from, people from returning to God. That's what they're all about. You might want to search him, look for him online and listen to his Radio, he had a radio station. He started Coast to Coast, by the way, but he went off on his own eventually. He's got a lot of interesting topics that he covers, or he did cover. I'm sorry, I missed that guy. He was good at what he does. Anyhow, we have temptation 15. Somebody's trying to tempt you sexually, or they tempt people sexually. I keep forgetting. 15. Why are we here? Temptation 15. Where are we going with this, please? Shocking discovery in reverse. So this is not shocking to people, or it's not going to be shocking to you. This is going in deep. Somebody's diving deep here. A shocking discovery is on the way. This goes deep. Maybe down deep, right where the devil is. You know what I mean? No light's been down there for a long time, but this person's getting ready to shine a light on this. Figuratively or literally, I don't know. Hidden agenda, what'd I tell you? Someone has a hidden agenda and motives. This is a lizard, man. Chameleon. They hide themselves very, very well. Cloaking and hiding. Yeah, they attack people that are in their authentic vibe here. Showing true self courageously. They don't like that. They want you to be a phony and a fake like they are. People are intrigued by you, or they're intrigued by you. Someone is intrigued by you and wants to know you better. Because you speak your unfiltered truth here. Someone will speak their unfiltered truth. Maybe somebody's going to come towards you and tell you the truth. I think you already know. Some people were protesting against you. It's going to be a lot louder than the rest of the crowd, put it that way. Yeah, group dynamics are shifting. So whoever this was attacking you, using your bullshit stories. Maybe they were saying that you were from the devil. I don't know. It was them. The group dynamics are shifting. Inner conflict. People are feeling they're feeling conflicted because of what they've done to you, what they were tricked into doing or saying or believing. Inner conflict makes decision making difficult. This was a joint evolution. You and others are growing together, supporting each other. Maybe others are coming towards you now, out of this group or out of this, who knew about this, and they're siding with you now, and they're backing you up in whatever you're doing. They see that you support people, and you deserve support as well. Okay, yeah, you're in your authentic vibes. You're very authentic. I can't make this up. So you're attracting people of like mind here. You find someone who resonates with your authentic vibes, and people they were holding back from you. They were trying to hold you back from people seeing you as you truly are. Other person is not being fully open with you. Someone's wanting to confess to you. They're about to confess their true feelings for you. Someone's pretending everything's all fine, but it's not. Something is not fine. They're putting on an act. Someone's overthinking here. How can everybody turn their backs on me, the devil, and go towards this person who's authentic? You'll encounter people who truly care and support you, and now they're shitting bricks here. Because it's double standards now. Because whatever they tried to do to you is happening to them, but they deserve it. You didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Different people are held to different standards. So whatever they were doing, they were lying. They said that you were using smecks to get your way, or you're a bucket. Turns out they're a bucket. Now they're going, wait a minute, hold on. Don't hate me. It was an error. It was all a mistake. I misinterpret. No. Okay? It's a double standard now. So whatever they accused you of being, this is who they are, truly they are. People are seeing it for what it is, and they still want to be, forget about it. It was nothing. No, it's nothing. It's not nothing. It was something. You were trying to ruin somebody's life. It's not nothing. Oh, come on. Let's just forget about it. Let's just continue being friends. It was nothing. It was just an error. Let's keep going. No. So we have the devil, 15. This is temptation, shocking discovery. Where are we going with this? There's a lot going on here. I just heard Jedi mind tricks. Somebody's up their own ass, I'm telling you. They think they're all that in a bag of chips. They think they can control people. Maybe they're doing spell work. If they are doing spell work on the people around them, it's all wearing off. Yeah, it's divine timing. It's divine timing. It's time now. Where are we going with this? Temptation, 15, shocking discovery. So their whole crowd is realizing, maybe they're comparing notes. Did you sleep with this person? They're going, yeah. I didn't want to, but I did, blah, blah, blah. Well, they had them under spell work. So this whole crowd is figuring out this person had them under spell work. Some of them slept with them. Some of them didn't. I don't know. Or they just gave willingly. They were under spell work. Oh boy, some are even same sex, and they don't tend to go that way. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but they're heterosexual because of the spell work, though. Possibly just, narcotics or drinking or something like that got them in the sack. Yeah, change. There's a big change here. That's funny. I've been seeing monarch butterflies everywhere lately. Transformation, newborn, and evolution. So something's changing. The dynamics have definitely changed. Yeah, it's a mystery. They could have tried to make you transition, and they were wondering why you're still alive. Unknown, puzzle, illusion, and confusion. This was all illusions to confuse people, to get people to come up after you, to believe the lies. Why? What was in it for them? Yeah, they wanted to sacrifice you. That's why they wanted something from you. Your energy, your authentic vibes, what they stood to gain by sacrificing you to the devil. Dedication, ritual, and worship, and voluntary. They did this voluntarily. And maybe that's the shocking discovery for the people in this group that worked alongside this person. They have to pay the piper. There's karma for this. A lot of noisy sound around them right now. Information overload, social media out of control. This is madness, sinking into madness here, okay? Unspeakable what they did. You could be an ancient soul. They brought in chaos into their world. Or maybe they try to summon something ancient into their world and they can't deal with it. Yeah, they're going to the nothingness here. They lost their life spark here. You know, that spark that God has breathed into each and every one of us, it's gone. Unalive. They wanted to unalive you. Or they unalived other people in the group because it went back, right? It could be a backfire. What you put out, you get back. Now they're realizing the people that unfortunately left this realm around them was directly connected to this. Meaninglessness, erasure, and forgetfulness. It is what it is. They're going towards the nothingness. You don't... What did I do? Sorry, I made a boo-boo. It's a big mystery here. So they're finding out this big mystery that this person or these people had hidden agendas. It could be a group of people trying to cash in on a pure one I just heard. Wow. So they were hitting upon an anointed one. What do you think is going to happen? Damn. They were baited into doing this. God's cleaning up the closet. Okay? These are people that are not nice. God is cleaning up the closet. He's giving them a choice. You know what I mean? He's giving them options. Did not do stuff like this, and they did it. So it is what it is. You know, they can't blame anybody else. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Even if you're under spell work, you know enough. If something's wrong, you don't do it. Temptation 7. You start praying. Temptation 15. Shocking discovery and change. Yeah, people got clowned here. You're dealing with a clown. A clown in their circus. Dance, monkey, dance. Wow. They targeted you. Now they're the target. A spiritually high-ranking person, what'd I tell you? An anointed one. I can't make this up. Yeah, they wanted you to be unattractive. Because they're unattractive and you're attractive and they couldn't handle it. Yeah, so they targeted you. Damn. Reactive abuse, poking the bear. They want your energy. A lot of drama here. A lot of karma. They have an image to uphold. They're ignorant. And they said and did ignorant things. And it's a backfire. People are annoyed and frustrated now because they wanted to transfer fund, fluids, wealth. Maybe they did one of those wealth or abundance transfers. It don't work. Or one of those destiny swaps. It don't work. Yeah, abundance. What I tell you, abundance transfer. So people were loyal to this idiot, and now they're in debt. They're in poor health. They try to exploit you or exploit spirituality for their gain. Someone needs their head examined. Something's examining something. Yeah, something to do with their hygiene, spiritual or physical. Social media or platform. You have one or they have one or you all have some sort of platform, cult or coven. They come after people on social media that are ordained. I didn't mean to say that, but okay, ordained, that have been anointed. These people are superficial. They go for the superficial, okay? They have to show off everything they own. And, you know, like they're probably high, you know, neck deep into debt, but they want to show it off, right? They live like pigs, but yet they're getting their hair and their nails done continuously. They drive some car or vehicle that's way out of their price range. They go on vacations, but yet their kids starve. You know, that kind of shit, right? You're always 10 steps ahead of this manipulation. There's a refusal here. They refuse you. They want you to be refuted as a chosen one. There's life insurance involved. There we go. There it is. A hidden agenda. It wasn't for this group or this cult, coven, secret society to be better, get better in life. They're getting hit hard by karma and backfires. It was all because somebody took out life insurance on you and they felt entitled. You're psychic, though. That's why you're always 10 steps ahead and you're an anointed one. Confirmation bias is involved here. This was all one-sided coming after you. And they're going to get some time. Yep, they're going to get some time. And it's time now. Spiritual high ranking. You know, these people are strategically placed, or, you know, in certain places by the divine. Just for these very reasons. To call out the ignorant ones, the evil ones, right? I'm sorry, but it is what it is. This is ignorant. These people want to show off material things as if they came by it honestly. No, you didn't. A lot of people came by what they own by sleeping on their back and spreading their legs, or sticking it to somebody, or being attached to somebody, or thieving, or defrauding, or going into debt. How is that fucking admirable? It's not. It's ignorant. Ignorant, I say. Nothing but ignorance. Where are we going with this? Temptation 15. Shocking discovery. Change. It's a clown. Welcome to Clown Town. But I thought they wanted my body. Nah. Something to do with hygiene. It's going around. Oh boy, something's going around. This is not good. Somebody's, yeah. There's going to be some information. Somebody's getting the information here. They're getting it. They're a fool. They're a clown. They're looking at it going, oh, damn, they fooled me. I am a clown for falling for this bullshit. This person's innocent. Just because the anointed one, whoever this person was, gave off the impression like they didn't know what was going on, they damn well knew. Okay? They just had a job to do. Because they're sweet and kind and nurturing doesn't mean that they're ignorant, that they're not well-versed or aware of what's going on. What's the message, please, Spirit? Where are we going with this? Temptation 15, shocking discovery, changing clown. So it's all, they wanted to do a wealth transfer or something like that, or take your destiny, and they're finding out that you have to have something to transfer. You guys got nothing. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got nothing to transfer. You're in the nothingness. Oh, thank you. So they're in the red too. Financially, they're in the red. In the nothingness. They have nothing to bargain with any longer. Eesh. Say if they own a home, there's no equity in the home. If there's a car, well, the car's busted up, it's been written off. The minute you drive it off the lot, it loses it depreciates anyways. But you know what I'm saying? There's nothing. They have nothing to them. Not even their personality, their skills, nothing. They have nothing to give. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this is reckless, careless, foolish. They endangered other people. This is somebody's very abusive and a criminal. A criminal enterprise. Wow. People were passive aggressive. They knew what was going on. They didn't take any action. Even those people are going to be held liable. Endangering other people. Congratulations. They're seething right now that their plots and plans didn't work. Overarching energy. This is a leader, male or female. Well, they're looking at you. What are they doing now? Is it working? Somebody with authority. They say they have authority. Looking like they're sweating there. You know what I mean? They don't look like they're too comfortable. Overarching energy. This could be you, on the other hand. Okay? This could be you. Usually King of Wands is a leader. Very innovative and unafraid. Very charismatic. They do the right thing. They take the noble approach. They protect and defend the underdog. They take calculated risks because they know they can. They're attracting. They're alluring. They're charming. They're creative. They're unafraid. They're confident. They take the lead, the initiative. Yeah, this isn't love. They were draining you. And somebody has no compassion or love or emotions here. This is a soulless being. They were doing spell work every moon cycle, and nothing's working. They're tapped out, I just heard. Tapped out. There's a lot of gaslighting, finger pointing, blaming one another. People are finding out they're losing their souls. I don't know. They're not happy here. No new beginnings. This is a whole group of people, 501s. A lot of gaslighting, power plays here. Mind games, trickery. People don't want this conflict any longer. They can't handle it. They want to let this go. You walked away. You walked away with your head held high. You didn't engage, or you're not engaging with them. And they're left with their group fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another. There's no karma, no drama, no problems in your life. You leave it all behind with them where it belongs. King of Wands in the upright, Ace of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse. Where are we going with this for the collective, please, Spirit? Yeah, this was a crime. This was abuse. They endangered other people, and other people are up in arms now. Or those who knew about it didn't take any action. And this was a crime. Spiritual or 3D, I think it's both. This was recklessness. Yep. They're losing all of their money. They're trying to steal money from you. They're losing their spiritual inheritance or otherwise. Or this is a large amount of money for you. This is family discord. Somebody you have a family with. These rats in this chest, right? Pillaging. They can't pillage any longer. Yep, bad investment. You get what you give. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. End of the road. They can't go any further. So they've lost a lot of money spent, or this person spent everybody's money. I don't know. Before the money could get to these people. They can't harvest from you at all. They overestimated themselves and underestimated you. They can't harvest from the divine feminine energy, male or female. End of the road. They didn't want to invest in you. They didn't want anybody investing in you. They cost you a lot of money. This was against the law. Oh, you're going to be compensated, my darling. Oh, yeah, just like me, for all that shadow banning they've done. I'm being compensated. They're getting all their money taken away from them. If they have a platform, they're going to lose their platforms. Oh, dear. Divine feminine energy, male or female. You're down to earth. You're loving. Yeah, they were jealous of you and they were greedy. Look at that. They wanted you living a life below poverty. I just heard. That's their fate. This is somebody so jealous of you. It's not even funny. Male or female. A gold digger, a cloud chaser, very materialistic and greedy and selfish. Like I said, they show off their wares. It's not even theirs. Somebody who can't be trusted. Very unfaithful, whoever this is. Very manipulative as well. Not down to earth. They can't move on. They can't escape. They're in hot water. 6 of Swords. Because they lied. They're stalking you. They're harassing you online. This is targeted. They targeted you with their group. It's all lies. They were feeding people a lot of lies, slander, rumors, gossip. They were jealous of you and they abused you. And now this is news they don't want to hear or their group doesn't want to hear. Okay, they didn't want to learn any lessons. This person was a liar and very, very jealous of you. They were petty and they were cruel. And now they're fighting with their crew. With whomever they're doing business with. They're trying to block you online. Harassing you, stalking you, shadow banning you, flagging you, whatever this is. Guess what? It's going to happen to them. It's all out of greed and selfishness. Devil energy, yep. They're scared now. This is a scandal. They don't want to heal. Oh boy, they're scared. They're shitting bricks. Didn't want to let go. It didn't serve. Or the other persons involved didn't foresee this. Okay? They didn't see this coming. They can't move on. They can't move forward. 3 of Wands. So if their plans are falling apart, they're not prepared or they weren't ready for the end result. This is coming to light here. You're an anointed one. You're divinely protected. Okay? This is divine intervention as well. You're in your north node. They are praying. They got to let this go. They are praying. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. They're going to be embarrassed and disgraced publicly. You're a healer. You're balanced. You're an inspiration. You're here for a reason. They're not. How's that? They're not here for any reason other than to destroy. So the divine's going to have to handle them, take care of them. There's a lot of bluebirds in these cards, by the way. Blue jays, I should say. I've seen a lot of blue jays a lot recently, too. So that might be an indication that this is your read. I don't know, maybe like blue jays, Baseball. Toronto Blue Jays. Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go. Let's play ball. Wish fulfillment. They're praying. They're just stable and secure. This is like a miracle. The divine is protecting you. You're divinely protected. You're still stable and secure. This is something to do with a marriage, a commitment, a family, a business. Trying to block them, or their business is going to get blocked. They're acting like they don't know what's going on. They're in denial. They're being denied. They're acting like a victim now. You're still at peace. Yeah, they were willing to do whatever it took to win. People don't want to know this person. They're getting cut off, or other people are getting cut off. Five of Swords. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. People are taking on losses because of this karma. These backfires, they're all taking on losses. If you see in the background, casualties of WAR, right? Even the horse. Poor horsey. This person's still standing going, come on, let's keep going. Come on, I want this, I want this. They're not even realizing, it's not registering with them that everything they've done has gone back on them. They're not getting anything out of it. They got everybody's word that they would help them. Say, I got your word, you promised me. The truth is out, that's why. Whatever they gained was temporary, okay? This is born out of ego, jealousy, pettiness, and cruelty, and there's been a lot of abuse. And it's a temporary gain because at the end of the day, it's a defeat. Yep, with their friends, cult, coven, secret society. There's a lot of talking going on here. Somebody's mad, or these people are mad, this cult. They were swindled here. Somebody was, this was out of revenge. Somebody's mad and jealous here. It's a liar. There's illumination. You got to let this go, or they're going to get let go. Maybe they get mad because you let them go, or they're going to be arrested, or this group's letting them go. They've been bleeding money. They're attached to different groups or different cults or something, covens as well. Yeah, this is financial ruin, spiritual jail. Damn. A lot of people are losing money. This is ruin. It's absolute ruin. They might get arrested. I don't know. They gotta let go. They gotta let go of something. This is somebody that can't be trusted. Okay? This is somebody that's unfaithful. They can't come correct. They're intercepting your money or your mail. And this might just cost them financially and karmically, yes, but I think it could be serving some time in jail. This is reckless, careless, foolish. They took unnecessary risks. They can't slow you down any longer. They don't want to take accountability. Well, they're going to have to. Somebody's not non-committal. They're irresponsible. They're immature. It's not the rite of passage. Yeah, they kept doing something over and over again. It's getting old. It's getting stale. They're resisting change. They want your life, your energy, whatever it is they're coming after. It's no change. They can't get it, okay? This is a permanent, profound ending. They're getting karma. That's what they're getting. They're trying to steal your destiny, not just your abundance swappers or whatever they call it. Yeah, this is karma. It's all coming back on them. They've only served to stall their destinies. Well, I don't even call it that. This is fate. They're trying to stall their fate. You can't do that either. You got to pay up. You got to pay up. You're still here. They can't sacrifice you. You got a lot of burdens on their back. Oh, dear. Ending a cycle. They're out of money. They're going to be held responsible for stealing from you. Trying to steal your spiritual gifts, your blessings. And they were showing off. This is going to be public here. Oh, boy. They were showing off and bragging about this. Stealing your money, making money off of you somehow. And they were bragging about this. They were garnering attention. They loved it. They loved it. Since they bragged about it, I think that their fall, okay, their fall, it's going to be a fast and hard one. That concrete's going to smack really hard. It's going to be quite public as well. You might as well show off and brag about that too, right? You're getting victory, success, reward, recognition here, okay? This is, you can be out in the public eye. Yeah, you got a lot of strength here. They were definitely showing off. They were in their ego. Forced to stop here. Not going anywhere. They don't want to take accountability. They lost their car. They were showing off with their car. They're not happy, trying to hide and cloak something here. They're sick. This is a tower. They don't want to take accountability. They can't overcome this. The big tower. Getting tossed out of somewhere. Yep, this was a crime. This was unbalanced. Wasn't fair. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. You're not worried because you know eventually when timing's right, yeah, this is magic. This is somebody that was jealous, a hoe bag. They're angry. They're a bully. They don't create. They destroy, male or female. You stood your guard, or people are standing up to this person maybe. Yeah, this is disaster. They made some poor decisions. They went to extremes, inappropriate behavior. No peace, harmony, or contentment. Wow. Temperance. Somebody was very impatient here. There's a lot of secrecy. You're not talking. You're highly intuitive. You're highly intuitive. They could have went around and said you were a fallen angel or demonic or something. You're not. You're just highly intuitive. You're very balanced between your dark and light. You could be a reader or spiritualist, or this is a downfall to a reader or spiritualist. It's a backfire. They don't want to talk about it. They're grieving and regretting. So there's a reader or spiritualist out there, male or female, that have got hit hard by these backfires, this karma. They don't want anybody to know about it. They're grieving and regretting here. Yeah, they felt entitled. They thought their shit didn't stink. They were stealing your work ideas or achievement. It is what it is. This is a bully. Yeah, they partnered up to do this. This could be something to do with a partnership here. 2-2. They're playing games here. You got to balance something out because they're running out of options. They're making a head over heart decision. Somebody in the equation that they partnered up with is making a decision. They're running out of options. People are seeing through the illusions here. It was all illusions. They got to let this go, or somebody's going to get let go. Or it's obvious that if it is a platform or something, they're going to have to let this go. They can't restrict you any longer. That's obvious. So if they were restricting you online, it doesn't have to be online. It could be other places, only if this resonates. But it did say a platform, right? Or online presence of some sort. They can't restrict you any longer. This is in the past. This is happening now. Now they want to give you your flowers. They see you're innocent. Yeah. Give you your flowers for the work you've done. You're very skilled. It's happening right now. You're very hardworking. Okay, what this person was doing, it could be somebody that was from a past life soulmate or a friend or family member, is trying to seem like they were highly elevated like you, like they were a chosen one, they were an anointed one, whatever, okay? They didn't want to put the work in. You did. You put a lot of work in. You mastered your emotions and your craft, whatever it is you do. You studied, right? You have success, but this person wanted to be like you. So they could have regurgitated some sayings, looked it up, but they were sitting on a book here, making themselves look or feel like they're elevated, more elevated than you. Stealing money. This is counterfeit, something counterfeit. Maybe your work. There's a rat watching you work, stealing your work. You're innocent. Yep. They bore false witness. This is divination abuse. They stole some money. They're in debt. This is somebody that doesn't want to learn. They don't want to elevate. They just want, right? They want the attention. They want the kudos. But they don't want to put the work in. They don't want to learn. Somebody's in heavy-duty debt. This is payments. They have to pay something yet. It's a family or a group, a happily ever after. They're quite happy lying about you. Somebody's in debt. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. Somebody's in their emotions. They have addictions, okay? So that's where their money's going. Could be a couple doing this. They're crying, boo-hooing, superficial, shallow, selfish, needy and greedy. They use their emotions to get their way. They're being investigated. Somebody's a gold digger and a cloud chaser. It could be two people. It could be one. Very materialistic, greedy and selfish and jealous and lazy, codependent. This is get-rich-quick schemes. They're being investigated. People are finding out they're snakes. There you go. The truth and clarity is coming through. You were speaking the truth. People are letting them go, cutting them off. They're angry now. They're angry. It's ending a third-party situation, a collaboration, false contract. They can't get any help. This was a betrayal. So the people that were working with them were feeling betrayed here. Poor judgment. No second chances getting karma here, okay? A judgment's been made against these people if it's a court of law, or if it's a boss or a platform. Maybe the higher-ups are saying no more. Lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. Harsh judgment. They misjudged you. This is a lot of lies, illusions, deception, manipulation. Wearing a mask. Corrupt. Don't have all the resources they need. Could be magic. There we go. Fall from grace. They lost their position here. Somebody's smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know it all, and show off. Pretending they are you. Putting on an act. Yeah. Because they didn't want you having wish fulfillment. Because 9-9, by the way. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. This is an entrepreneur, or they're trying to give off like they're an entrepreneur. I don't know. But they were using your work. You get your downloads straight from source. They get their downloads straight from this guy. They're obsessed with you. Devil energy, what I tell you. Codependent. Abundant. They're just in love with things, right? Yeah, it's a warlock. Breaking the law, bad counsel. Could be a platform. They're losing their platform. Yeah, they have to cut their losses. It's a group, a Satanist group. Cut their losses. Somebody's refusing to move on here. Yeah, this is fraud and theft. They're scared. A lot of lies and illusions here. They're trying to destabilize good people. Yeah, that's what it was. They're shitting bricks here. They're in their emotions. Because they were immature, insincere, and very childish. They're having an emotional outburst, or somebody could have lost a child. They were holding back. They're greedy and they're selfish. They want it all for themselves. They don't want to let go. They're holding on for dear. Yeah, they're 4-4. Trying to hold people back. Because they wanted the fast people, fast life. But now they can't get their eyes off of you. You are the holy grail. They now see that. They were using passion or sex to get their way. Somebody's taking action. New beginnings, new passion, opportunities, growth and expansion. Somebody has authority, and it's not them. This was a scam artist. Having casual hookups all over the place, or doing magic on others. This was a scam artist wearing a mask. Talking mad shit about you. This is a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. This is a user, abuser, calculating, and cruel. Very abusive. This is karmic, all one-sided. False contracts. Didn't use their higher wisdom and discernment. They're getting the consequences, right? There's no harmony where they are. They got caught. They have to come clean. This is bad news. They were throwing rocks and hiding hands. Yep, the world is upside down. This is unfinished business here. They wanted you offline, that's why. But you bossed up, took back your power, male or female. Divine masculine energy. You have authority. Spiritual as well as 3D. You are kind of like a pontiff. You bridge. You have a connection with the other side and this world, right? You have your orders. Somebody's getting the axe. Somebody high up is going to give them the axe, maybe. Somebody with authority. Taking action here. You're protecting your throne. You make good decisions for all involved. You're very well balanced between your masculine and feminine energies. You're creating. This is also an action taker. So you are creating a divine feminine energy. Well, they're not going to take any action. They're going to wait and wait and wait. They attract, right? This one. And the masculine energy, maybe now you've had to switch over to your masculine energy. You're going to be taking action against these people. Enough is enough, I just heard. I don't blame you. So this is devil energy, taking action here. Using some sort of come to me spells, sexual activity. I don't know what this is. Growth and expansion. That's how they've been growing their finances, growing their circle, whatever this is. They had hidden agendas. It's a shocking discovery. A mystery here. While you're still here, you're still thriving. They were casting illusions. That's why they wanted things to change and to go their way, right? But the things have changed. What's changed is they're not getting their way. These people are clowns, or they've been clowned. They targeted you, and by targeting you, they've been targeted by the divine. They've been targeted to, pack up and leave this realm, maybe. Or lose their platforms, or whatever it is they're working in. And now they're all mad at this devil energy who got them all involved with this. You play with the devil, that's what happens, right? Well, now they want peace now. Scorpio 2, olive branch. True surrender, giving in, come to terms, suspend, lull, de-escalate, make amends, peace offering, winding down, halt, reprieve, ceasefire, treaty, agree to disagree. Now they want peace because they can't handle their own smoke? They can't handle what they put out? It's fair that you should go through it, though, and suffer, but not them. Make that make sense. What you put out in the world, you should be able to take back, right? You should be able to handle it. Well, somebody's going to jail. Handcuffs. Virgo, 24. Could be in the next 24 hours. Handcuffs, control, defenseless, target, handicapped, held back, prey, suppressed, need to break free, detained by external forces, applying force, incapacitated, submit, feeling powerless. It is what it is. They're feeling powerless. They wanted to celebrate this. They wanted you to feel powerless. They wanted you handcuffed or your hands tied behind your back. Roundabout, something. They did want to stop doing what they were doing. Okay, 43, 3. Pisces, roundabout, community. So communities might be getting arrested. Connections. So the police have made the connections. New direction, keep it moving, controls the flow of information. So somebody was trying to control the flow of information, whether you're online or not. Sorry, there's a hair. But a hair in my chinny chin chin. Somebody's got hair, chin hairs. A female's got some chin hairs. And I'm not putting them down, but you might want to take care of that. They wanted to control the flow of your information, what you're putting out there. Solution, circular reasoning, fluid, many working parts, perfect timing, and redirect. They're trying to redirect people away from you or redirect your abundance towards them. I don't think so. Baby. This is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. This is your baby you're working on. It could be a baby. It could be a business. Or there is a baby or somebody's acting like a baby. Cardinal. These are cardinal signs. New beginnings, rapid growth, fresh start. Unlimited potential, innocent. You are innocent. Continuing the legacy, needy, warmth, purity, new phase, birth of a child, or vulnerable, or a business. Yeah, look at this. 3. 33. This is Aquarius. This is Black Widow here. Betrayal, warning, twisted, turncoat, cunning, danger, toxic situation or relationship, web of control. Again, it's about control. Entrapment, unexpected attack, insidious, poisonous, and low vibration. You could be a person of earth or you're dealing with one. That's a Taurus, Virgo, Cap. The provider or caregiver, grounded, secure, stubborn. Nurturing, classy, stable, prosperous, materialistic, possessive, and dependable. A manager, business owner, banker, CEO. So they want to be like that or they want to appear like that. No, they played with the wrong one, I heard. This is 2 Sagittarius dice. Gamble, taking a risk, luck, playing games. Chances are, roll with it. Random results. Win or lose, uncertain outcome. Playing the game. See? They thought they were playing a game. It's not. People's lives are not a game. Potential, fate, what happens next. Okay, 5 is Taurus, 25. Broken vase. Hardship, misfortune, trial. Overcome, crises, 2 steps back, change of state, grief, fix it, opportunity, pressure, burden, destroy, adversity, accident, disappointments, and setback. So they're only setting themselves back. Ooh, okay. So whatever work they've done in previous lifetimes to try to get ahead and elevate has been null and void now. It's been stripped away from them. They're going to start from zero, from scratch. How many lifetimes is that? I don't know. You don't do this to people. You certainly don't do it to an anointed one. Out of greed, they don't want to elevate. They want to side with the devil. You can go to the devil. Okay? No harm, no foul. You want to go, go. You're not bringing other people down with you, though. A couple of these to end it. What else would you like the collective to know, please? Thank you. You're very secretive here. The secrets are coming out. People are very disappointed. They were strategizing against you and everybody else here. So, okay, thank you. I get it now. So whoever got these people to do whatever they were doing, maybe they didn't even realize they were part of a Satanist cult. They were using these people to go up against you so they would get the karma and the backfires instead of them. And it didn't work out that way, did it? You might be the last one standing, but you're the one that's going to get the worst of it. And all the people that you roped in are going to get to watch it. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Relationship material. Yeah, see? They're sleeping with a whole bunch of people, promising them love. They're nothing but trouble. They brought trouble, nothing but trouble in their life. In other people's lives. They could use schmecks to get their way or something like that. Unrequited love. Yeah, it's all trouble. To steal your creativity, or you're sexually incompatible. You could be a Cancer, they're a Cancer. Something took place in Cancer season. You could be a Virgo, they're a Virgo. Something took place in Virgo season. Someone was just fantasizing that they could be physically attractive. So they were trying to, maybe you are physically attractive and they're trying to get that from you, right? Ew. Ew. I don't know. I just got the impression of sleeping with somebody else's junk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Wanting to be somebody so badly. They're willing to... I don't know. I don't want to go there. Thank you, Spirit. You can keep that to them. Keep that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to... Anyhow. Tower. It's a good tower for you, bad for them. It's all about this, the coins, right? Money will be coming to you, okay? You have a solid foundation, success with effort. So you put a lot of effort into whatever it is you do, platform, whatever it is. And it's going to yield some money. And it yielded these people money. They were stealing from you. Stealing either, yeah, the mice were in there. Discord amongst friends or family. They were in there trying to steal from you. I told you, mice and rats in the treasure chests, in the coffers, right? Thinking you wouldn't notice. But you know what? The higher's up. They notice. God notices. You're a star. They want to be a star. Something's going to happen in November, or your birthday's in November, or theirs are. Remember, here in Canada, Remembrance Day is November 11th. So this is something they're never going to forget. They're never going to be able to forget. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. It is what it is. Something's going up in smoke. Plenty of material things. So there's somebody that loves materialism, okay? You're not the only one. Yeah, it was only temporary what they got. It's a tent here, temporary situation what they got. They're gonna, yeah, they were trying to elevate themselves, climbing towards success. They're gonna sink really far, down, 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 down a black hole. They wanted to elevate themselves where you were, but didn't want to do the work. Right? December, something's gonna happen. Their birthday's in December, yours or theirs. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Or they got a new crib and they're going to lose it. You know what I'm saying? Showing off, look at my new home. Yeah, key. Successful outcome to your problems. Congratulations. Maybe you are moving. June, something happened in June. Your birthday's in June. Theirs is in June. It could be a name as well. October is another key month here. They're holding a torch. Oh, boy. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Somebody might... Oh, I don't want to put that out there. Just be very careful. Make sure that your smoke alarms, smoke detectors, and your other one there, carbon monoxide detectors are working and the batteries are juiced up. Okay, that's all I can say. Be very, very careful. Somebody could be on the warpath, if you know what I'm saying. Don't give them an ounce of... Don't give them purchase. Whatever... Whoever this is, they want, they're not getting their way. They're going to blame everybody but themselves. And they might take it out on whomever they were working with or the one that took them down. Ultimately, if you were the one, the chosen one and or the anointed one, you didn't take them down. God did. You had nothing to do with this. You were just the bait. But they might want to take it out on you. So just be very, very leery and careful, okay? Make sure that everything's in place where it should be. I think you're all right. I think it's more so the people they were working with. Because some of these people don't want to go down. They don't want to lose their livelihoods. They don't want to go to jail, whatever this is. So they might just turn on whoever this is, this leader who thinks they're all that in a bag of chips. And it might just be one big calamity here for everybody involved. So just be careful. Hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.